Good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our toe lifts. I still feel like this is kind of loud today, but maybe it's just me. All right, heels up, right and left. Good. 4, 3, 2. We're going to march. We're going to lift those thighs. Try to get them close to parallel to the floor. So start to brace your core, and we're going to wake up those hip flexors. 4, 3, 2. Good. Hamstring curls right here. Kick yourself in the backside, waking up the hamstrings. So today we're keeping it nice and simple. We're doing 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 3 rounds, and we've got 2 exercises. Bring the knees back up, elbow or shoulder towards the opposite knee. So we're going to focus on just isolation, or not isolation. Well, yeah, kind of. So single exercise movements today. Hamstring curls, reach. So we're not going to be doing like a squat and a press. It's just going to be squats, just going to be lunges, just going to be curls. 4, 3, reach across the body, corner to corner. 4, 3, 2. We're going to reach it overhead, reach and reach. Adding in a little bit of a side bend. 4, 3, 2. All right, slow deadlift. So feet about hip width apart, hinge it forward, stand tall. So push, back, lift, lift. Hips back, bow towards the floor. Good, 4 more. Hinge and lift. So down, 2, up, 2. Let's take it forward. We're going to hold it in place, open and close your book. So open and close. Think about opening the shoulder back behind you. It's okay if you do not get all the way up to the ceiling. 2, all the way up. Slow squat, hips towards your heels, and then stand tall. So your feet are a tripod. You've got a nice stable base of support. From the ball of your foot to the pinky toe down to the heel. Good, down, 2, lift, 2. 2 more. All the way up, arm circles, up and back, then back around to the front. Up and back around. Good, 4 more, 4. I'm just having a day. I got the hair tickling the ear. I'm stepping on like a piece of litter or something on the floor. Oh my goodness. All right, forward step and reach. So forward step, take it back. You ever have days like that where like you've got the hair that you can't find? It's tickling your nose. All right, side lunge, step it out to the side, hold it, little side to side. That's just kind of how I feel today. 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. So it's just a little arch and a little tuck. So in and out. Last one. Good, let's tuck it, roll it all the way up. We're gonna walk it out to a nice good plank position. So hinge it forwards, walk it out to your plank, or hands on the seat of a chair or a wall, step it back into your plank and hold it. Down dog, lift it up, take it back to plank. Lift it up, take it to plank. Lift and press. Good, couple more. Press it back, take it forwards. Press it back. 1 more. Good, let's walk it all the way back up to standing. Come back into the center. We're gonna do our heel stomps. So stomp and stomp. 4, 3, 2. All right, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders. Up, back, and down. Grab a quick drink. All right, so we've got 2 exercises, 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 3 rounds. We are going to do some legs today, but we are upper body focused because we were very lower body focused on Tuesday. So we're going to do sumo squats and we're going to do lunges. So sumo squats and lunges. 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, no dumbbells. Maybe you're having a really, really bad day with your knees or your hips. It's okay to do stuff body weight if you're having a rough day. But we're going to start with sumo squats, 30 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. So sumo squats, our legs are wider, toes out towards the corner. We're going to lower down, and then we're going to take it up. If your hips do not like opening out to the corner, then you're just going to turn your toes and your knees a little bit more forwards. So good squat, down and up. So we just want to try to go for a wider stance when we do our sumo squats. Don't have to go feet pointing out to the walls to the side. We're not dancers. Most of us are not dancers. Good rest. So it's okay to just take the legs a little bit wide, wider than shoulder width. We've got lunges, 2 and 1. Good. So step it back into a lunge. Stand nice and tall. So lunge and lift. We only have 2 circuits that are lower body. Everything else is either upper body or core. So just step back, drop it down. So shoulders over hips. Think about dropping the back knee to the floor. Doesn't have to touch. We just want that nice good step back. 2 and 1. Good. Coming back for round number 2, sumo squat. So wider stance, wider than shoulder width if you can. Here we go. So we're going to drop it down and we're going to lift it up. Keep going. My camera is crooked and it's going to drive me nuts. It looks like I'm sideways. So lower down, push back up. It's okay if your squat isn't super deep. You don't have to get buns to heels. I just want you to try to go as deep as you can. Knees press out over your toes. Good, bring it up. Rest. You're gonna go back for lunges. Round number 2. If you wanna mix up your lunges and do some forward and some reverse, time's on, you absolutely can. I'm gonna do at least 1 round of each, and then I'm gonna see how my legs are feeling and decide if I wanna do forward or reverse for my 3rd set. But if you want to do 3 rounds of reverse or 3 rounds of forward, go for it. If you have issues with your knees, I always say start with reverse. See how you're feeling. 2 and 1. We have 1 more set. So nice good sumo squat. So wider stance, wider than shoulders if you can. Dumbbell up. We're going to hinge. And we're going to drop. So when I say hinge, this is a hinge, but we want to not turn it into a deadlift, but we also don't want to puff out our low back and open up our chest. And you don't have to stay perfectly upright here. Little hinge and then a little sit. We're opening up those hips. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Lunges. 1 more set. And then we're going to switch and focus on upper body. 2 and 1. So nice good lunge. Step it forward. Take it back. Step it forward. Take it back. Or step it reverse. Forward lunges feel okay to me right now at least. Step and then back. We want to take the pressure off of the knees by using the muscles in the upper thigh and the glutes. We don't want to use our knees to push. Here's 2 and 1. Rest. We want to press off with that foot and try to use those glute, quad, and hamstring muscles. So we're going to rest. Moving on, we have rows and we have tricep extensions, and you can do overhead, or you can do kickback, or you can do banded. But if you do banded, you can do right, left, and then you'll have to do something else for round number 3. But we're just going to start with a basic row, 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So nice, good 30 seconds of rows. Now, again, if you want to, especially if you're using dumbbells, if you want to do round 1 both, round 2 right, round 3 left, that's an option. But I almost guarantee that we can all do all 3 sets with both. But again, maybe you're having an issue with your shoulders today. Maybe you're just not feeling it. 2 and 1. So we modify based on how we're feeling today. I am going to do overhead and I am going to do single dumbbell. You're welcome to do kickbacks. Good, time is on. You are welcome to do 1 dumbbell in each hand. What I want you to watch out for is I don't want your elbows pointing out to the walls to the side of you. I also don't want you going down and up like you're doing a behind the head press. Try to have the tricep and the elbows pointing forwards. Have your upper arms as close to your ears as you can get them. They don't have to touch. Good, rest. I just want you to have them close. We open and we pull those shoulders in. We have rows, round number 2. Here we go. Hinge forward, drive, and lower. Squeeze the shoulders together in the back. So think about pinching the shoulder blades together. Then we lead with the elbows and the wrists follow along behind. Everything starts at the shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, going for triceps. So same thing. Overhead is great, but so is a kickback. 2 and 1. So I want you to bring those elbows in close to your head. So a lot of times we take our shoulders out to the side. I want you to pull those shoulders in. Kind of squeeze your pec muscles a little bit. Show me the back of your arm. Show me the muscle that you're working. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have 1 more set. So 1 more set of rows, 1 more set of triceps. 2, 1. Good, time is on. So nice, good squeeze. Check your body position. Make sure that we're not rounding at our upper spine, but we also want to make sure, again, it's finding that happy medium. This is really arched for my low back, so I'm just going to do a little tuck. I think about pulling my ribs down and in just a little, stack them over my hips. 3, 2, and 1. Triceps, 1 more set. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So lower and lift. I like to try to lower slow and then maybe go a little faster on the way up. So I'm resisting the dumbbell going towards the floor. Whichever exercise you pick, resist the dumbbell lowering and then a little bit quick to come up. Slow lower, quick to come up, or quicker. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink. Gonna go ahead and give those arms a break, back a break. Now we're gonna go back to legs for our second set of leg exercises for today. We have deadlifts and we have curtsy lunges. So deadlifts, regular deadlift, and then curtsy lunges. And same thing, you can do one round both or alternating, one round right, one round left, or alternate all the time. But deadlifts in 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice good hinge forwards. And we're going to lift and go back down. So hinge and lift. This is where we push the hips back. A little bit of a squat, super mini squat. So there's a difference between a squat and a deadlift. Squats, you're a little more upright. Your buns are going to go closer to your heels. Deadlift, there's the hinge, and then it's a forward fold to pick up whatever is on the floor. 2 and 1. All right, curtsy lunges. I'm going to do one dumbbell alternating, and I'm going to switch hands. 2 and 1. So I'm going to curtsy, and then I'm going to switch hands. If you want to just hold it at your chest, you can just hold it at your chest. If you want to do this body weight, that's okay too. Remember, body weight is great if that's what you've got. But if we want to get stronger, we want to maintain that muscle, maintain that bone density. You got to add resistance every now and again, consistently. Good. Rest. Deadlifts. Here's 2. 1. Shoulders down, ribs tucked. Hinge it forward. Stand up tall. So we see progress by making things more challenging for ourselves. So if you only do body weight, that's good. But if you can start adding resistance consistently, you're going to notice things get a little bit easier. If you go back to doing a body weight workout, I bet you'll be surprised that it's a lot easier than it was before you added weights. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go for our curtsies. 3, 2, and 1. So just nice good curtsy, cross behind. So we want to keep shoulders fairly over our hips. We just don't want to bend over and drop the forehead to the floor. We sit. We load in to this glute. So if you put your hand on, you should feel that movement. Feel it get a little bit firmer because we're stretching the muscle and the skin over that joint. 3 and 1. All right, deadlifts. Round number 3. 2 and 1. Shoulders down. Good. Hinge it forwards. Stand nice and tall. Most of us are not going to be getting to the floor, and that's okay. We just want to go until we feel that tension on the glutes, a little bit of hamstrings. For a lot of us, it's going to be, knees to shin. Nice good hinge, nice good lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, curtsies, last set. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to curtsy. We're going to stand, curtsy, and stand. When we curtsy, hips, knees, and toes are staying pointing forwards here. This is one we don't want to turn our bodies. So nice, good, slow, steady cross. You've got your dress, your cape. You're going to lift it as you curtsy. Good. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. Grab a drink. We've got one more circuit up, and then we're going to head down to the floor. We have bicep curls and we have side raises. So nothing fancy today. Just a basic bicep curl, basic side raise. So focusing on a little upper body here. Why do I want to go for weights, you guys? I'll try to go heavy. We'll see what happens. All right. Bicep curls, 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So nice, good bicep curl. I am doing palms facing up. I do not do this variation of a curl enough. I think it was yesterday. We did variations on exercises, and we always go to hammer curls. And it's good to mix it up every now and again. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna lower my weights, bringing it up. Side raises, 2 and 1. So lift out and back down. So I'm doing a little bit of a soft knee, and I do scapular raises, which means I don't go straight out to the side. I lift at an angle. For a lot of us, that's going to feel a lot better than going straight out to the side. I have palms facing down. You can absolutely rotate palms facing forwards. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Going back for bicep curls. Good. Time is on. So curl it up and then lower down. Check your arms. We want to make sure that we're not popping the elbows forwards. Squeeze an orange right in the crook of our elbow. Keep the elbows pretty much pointing down towards the floor. Good. 10 seconds. Round 3, I'm either going to have to go lighter or I'm going to have to alternate. 3, 2, and 1. All right, little rest. I'm going to go for those side raises. Pick what's going to work for you today. 2 and 1. So soft knees. And this is another one where I soften my knees and I do just a little tail feather tuck. Nice stable core. It's tempting to lean back or to swing. You want to try not to. I know it's hard when you've got little muscles and you're trying to go a little heavier. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bicep curls. 3, 2, and 1. So I want to keep going heavier. So I'm going to alternate my curls. If you want to do both at the same time, if you're a little lighter, go for it. But I am trying to go a little heavier. I've been slacking on the weights the last couple weeks. A lot of it's just because it is so hot. And now I think we're going to have to shut the windows today. I don't know how that's going to work. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Dumbbells down. One more set. Side raises. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So same thing here. If you want to try to keep going with a heavier weight, you can alternate. It's all about volume. When you go heavier, your reps are going to go down. That's normal. So if you can do 20 reps with 5 pounds and you can do 20 reps with 10 pounds, do the 10 pounds and then work your way up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, dumbbells down. Walk around, grab a drink. We're going to head down to the floor. If you don't want to go to the floor today, you're going to stay standing. We're going to do a chest press and we're going to do pullovers. If you're standing, a banded chest press or incline push-ups is going to be your best bet. Or sit at the front of your chair, lean back, good posture, incline chest press where you're leaning back and you're aiming where the wall and the ceiling meet. Your pullovers, you're going to do a straight arm press back. But all of our exercises coming up are on our back, so there's no hands and knees today. And we're going to take it all the way down. Going to get ready for our chest presses. So 30 seconds in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 30 seconds. Really, kitty? All right, you're going to hang out with me today. All right, cool. All right, nice, good chest press. Lower down and press it up. So I am angling my elbows out away from my torso a few inches, but I'm still forming that letter A, or I'm forming a triangle versus a letter T or a straight line. Good. I'm setting one dumbbell down because mine are pretty heavy, or it's sort of heavy, and I'm gonna hold one dumbbell on the ends, arms up over my chest. I'm gonna open from the shoulders, lower my dumbbell down towards the floor, keep my ribs tucked, and then I'm gonna bring it right back over my chest. So this is another one where we can have soft elbows, but we don't want to pull or open our elbows straight out to the side. So we're reaching towards the floor, right back over your chest. So your elbows are a little bit soft. We're opening from the shoulder. It's okay if you don't get to the floor. 2 and 1. Going back for chest presses. So carefully grab those dumbbells, 2 and 1. So press it up and then lower down. Press up, lower down. Your wrist stays in line with your elbow. So if your elbow's going out to the side, but your dumbbell's coming in towards your chest, I want you to think about keeping your wrist right in line with your elbow. So your arms are gonna go a little away from your chest. It's not quite a chest fly, but just think about when you're pushing something. You want to push with your chest and your back. Good. Rest, not with the little muscles on your arms. All right, back to pullovers. Round number 2. Secure that dumbbell. Here we go. Lower the arms towards the floor, right over your chest. If you're standing, shoulders away from the ears, straight arm press back. I do palms facing in, like I'm trying to squeeze my shoulders, lift my arms, pinkies up towards the ceiling. So good hinge forward on those. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more set. Last set with dumbbells. And we're gonna work on a little bit of core. 3, 2, and 1. So press it up, slowly lower. I try to get my upper arm close to the floor. I like to feel that little bit of a stretch in my chest. And I know some of you might notice this with me. I have one arm that's definitely less stable than the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully set one dumbbell down, or if you're using 2 dumbbells, press them together. Hold the dumbbell on the end. 2 and 1. So slowly lower and then lift it back up. So keep the ribs tucked. If you're on the floor, especially low back, close to the floor, when our arms go overhead, your ribs want to arch and lift. We don't want to let them do that. We want to keep it pulled down and in. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Carefully set the dumbbells off to the side. Give yourself a little bit of space. Again, we're going to be on our backs. For the next set, we're going to do Pilates style, just a knee pull in, and then we're going to do scissors. So if you're standing, I want you to stand nice and tall, grab behind the thigh, and alternate. Or you can grab in front of the knee, but I want you to focus on the core stability versus just getting the knees up there. For the scissors, you have an option of doing a mummy kick, or you can stand and you can do side leg lifts. You can also mix it up a little bit. But if you're on the floor, we're going to take it all the way onto our backs. I want to hold, I want to lift up into a crunch, and we're going to do pull-ins in 3, 2, and 1. So legs up. I lift into a crunch and hold, and I'm going to do alternating knee pull-ins. I am extending my opposite leg, and it might touch the floor, but I'm not letting it rest on the floor. Now, if you don't want to hold the crunch in the up position, you can still brace your core like you would with dead bugs. have your head and shoulders on the floor, and you're just going to do a nice good pull in and an extension. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Take the legs all the way up straight, pointing towards the ceiling. Brace the core. We're going to go side, cross, side, cross. We're going to go out and in. I'm not going super wide. I am focusing on bracing my core while my legs move. If you struggle to get the legs up, if your legs are like way down here, that's a lot of strain on your low back for a lot of us, you're more than welcome to bend your knees and channel your inner thigh master. I know a lot of us remember what that is. Some people are probably like, what is that? So you can absolutely, good, rest, do a little inner and outer thigh exercise instead. So a little rest, we're going to bring it back up. Let's lift up into our crunch. We're going to hold it and let's start pulling our knees in. If you don't want to do a full leg extension with the opposite leg, you can just do a little bit of a dead bug. Hold that crunch, pull the knee in. So if that's a little easier for you today, that's perfectly all right. But if you can hold it, extend that leg out. So lengthen one leg as you pull the other leg into the chest. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Short rest. We're going to do our scissors again, side to side. So pull the ribs down, low back into the floor, legs up. I point my toes, and we're just going to go out and cross. Out and cross. So the focus here is our legs are moving. Our core is not. So a lot of times if we relax our core, our legs are going everywhere. I want you to stabilize that spine. So it's not a push out and make a loaf of bread. It's a pull in, tighten up a little bit. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Short rest. We're going to do one more set. Good. Let's go ahead and get ready. Let's lift up into a little bit of a crunch. Knee in and knee in. You can absolutely start with just a little dead bug leg movement. One knee goes in and then the other foot goes to the floor. And then you have the option of starting to extend that leg out. We're trying to do a little isometric hold. Pull the knee into the chest. Extend the opposite leg out and towards the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. One more set of scissors. This time I am going to do more like a flutter kick. So I'm going to take my legs up, and instead of going side to side, I'm going to just hold it. And I'm going to look like I am doing a flutter kick, like I'm swimming. My knees are straight. All movement is coming from my hips. So I straighten my knees and I point my toes because I struggle to flex my ankles when my legs are up. 10 seconds. We're still bracing our core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. You can give yourself a little hug. You can pull your knees into your chest. You can take your legs out into Shavasana. Whatever is going to feel better for you today. Everybody is a little bit different. So give yourself a moment, put your equipment away or move it out of the way if you just need a little bit of space. And we're just going to go right into our stretching. We are going to start with scorpion stretch today. So on your tummy, if you're standing, you can do this against a wall or in a doorway. So we're going to roll over onto our tummies. We're going to take our right arm straight out to the side. Left hand is going to be by the chest. Left leg, we're going to bend at the knee so the foot's pointing towards the ceiling. Keeping your fingertips all the way to your shoulder on the ground. We're just going to start to roll into that right arm. And you're going to take that left leg and see if you can start to bring it across the body behind you like you want to set the foot on the floor. It doesn't have to go. You can just roll into that shoulder a little bit as long as you're feeling a stretch in your shoulder and chest and bicep. you're golden. If you're really tight, you're not going to go very far, and that's okay. 2 and 1. Bring it in. We're going to switch it over to the other side. Now the right hand is by your chest, left hand is straight out to the side, palm down. Right leg is going to bend, and again, roll into that left arm and shoulder. And I have my head resting on the ground. I'm able to do that. And I just want to feel a nice good stretch in my chest and shoulder and bicep. And I feel it all the way down to my elbow. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it into the center. Take both hands by the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Big breath in. We're going to push ourselves up and back into a child's pose. Reach the arms out in front of you. Drop your forehead down towards the floor. It's okay if your hips are away from your heels. My focus here is to stretch out under my arms. So we did those pullovers. Got a little stretching there. So we did some rows as well. So now we're stretching out underneath the arms, some of those lat muscles, and back of the shoulder. Good. We're going to pull ourselves forwards into a plank position, shoulders away from the ears. Option 1, point the toes, squeeze the glutes, drop the hips. Option 2, go all the way down onto your tummy, onto your forearms. Option 3, all the way down, chin resting on your hands. This is all personal preference, what feels good for you and your hands and shoulders and your back. Good. Tuck the toes under, walk the hands back just a little bit. We're going to lift up to down dog. So tuck the toes under, lift it up and back. Ears drop between the elbows. Top of your head towards the floor. I'm focusing on hamstrings, so my heels are elevated, but my knees are straight. I'm feeling a really good stretch. Good. Come back to hands and knees. We're going to walk our hips to our heels, hands to knees. We're going to stay here. I go into a little froggy stretch. Right hand on the floor, left hand behind the ear. I'm going to inhale, elbow to elbow, and I'm going to exhale. I'm going to open that shoulder back behind me. So I keep my hand nice and close to my knee, really close to my body. So I look like a frog that's just kind of hanging out. Good. Bring it in, switch it to the other side. So hips to heels, hand towards your knee. We're going to go elbow to elbow and open back behind us. Elbow to elbow, open back behind us. So we're doing a little thoracic mobility. It's okay if you don't go very far. Good. Last one. Bring it into the center. We're going to walk the knees in. Come up to a half kneeling position, one foot in front of the other. This is our tail feather tuck. Squeeze the glute, little push forwards. Give yourself a nice good pat on the back. Good. Release. Switch it over to the other side. So other foot out in front. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, little push forwards. And again, just a nice good pat on the back. If you want to add a little extra push, you can, but that's optional. As long as you feel a good stretch, that's what we're going for. Good. Release. Pull that front leg back just a little bit. We're going to come up to a standing position. We're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket. Good. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up. We're going to look to one side, look to the other. Bring it in the center. Big breath in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. And exhale. One more time. Big breath in. And out. And you are all done.